here. No, over here.
I'll
put that.
60, 59,
This
58, countdown. This is Slade and Mayson Show. This continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mayson Show. 50, 49, 40. You're listening to the countdown.
Well, we lost all the listeners.
44, 43. This is the continuing countdown. 41.
Why am I listening to this crap?
38. Right now. 37.
Oh,
You're listening
well,
to the countdown.
listen to part 2.
34.
Yeah, just
Just
settle down.
To the
Go
countdown.
microwave your coffee.
Slade and Mayson Show. 27. This is, of course, the countdown.
Yes, we're just getting ready here. It's like, it's going to be really funny in about 30 seconds.
Countdown to the Slade and Mayson
Or an
Show.
hour from now.
17. Stand by. 16. As we are now
After we're gone.
14. To the
I
Slade
almost
and
did a
Mayson
spit
Show.
take with my
12.
coffee, man.
11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown to the Slade
Ooh,
and
10,
Mayson
5,
Show.
4,
6,
6,
5,
6, 4,
go.
7,
3,
go.
2, 1.
Say down. Quack, 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 quack. All right. Here we go.
Now broadcasting
Yep.
from the Dan Mason Studios
Sure.
Yeah.
in the heart of Virginia.
Okay,
It's the Slade and Mayson Show.
just so I know where we are.
Quack, 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 quack. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. And since we're running a little bit late,
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade. I'm Dan Mason. This is the Slade and Mayson Show.
all right, there we go. So,
Hey, Dan.
yes.
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know, it's like, so we were talking yesterday because, like I say, we do talk during the course of the week.
Yeah.
And you reminded me that, of course, when the music's playing, they can't hear me.
No, they can't. And you do that. It's like I hear the music in the air. So he's getting these jokes. And he's telling himself, and all you can hear is.
Well, this week I decided I'd just go ahead and listen to the theme.
Good job. Good job. Well, boys and girls, you know what this is? This is another week of the Slade and Mayson Show, brought to you by Icy Southern Icy Treats. Talk about that at the late, at the middle, and Dano Music is there in the background, giving us music for free, and there's a link in the description, and there's pictures of us elsewhere. So somewhere. Hey, this is it. We're just gonna steal like an hour of your time.
That you'll never be able
You'll
to
never-
get back. and
never
you'll
get back
probably
again.
Call us everything but.
That's right. You'll be using 4-letter words to describe us, like
You'll be talking about somebody's mother and the Lord and God. I'm sorry.
well, credit is where credit is due. But I did not know this. This is interesting. You know who Nick Cage is?
Yes, I saw an interesting story about that. He changed his name.
He changed his name to Nick Cage. That'd be like me, changing my name to Carmine
Dan May.
Laguzio.
Dan May.
Damn it. So so apparently he was born Nicholas Kim Coppola. Does that name sound familiar?
He is related to Francis Ford.
Yes, he is. He's related to all the Coppola family going back many, 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 many generations. Of course, he had his eyebrows trimmed, but yeah. So that he said, "Look, everybody knows me as Nick, Nick Cage. So that's it.
Well, see,
61 years old. 61.
I'm not quite understanding because he changed his name to Nick Cage, right?
Yeah. Which
But
is how
it's
everybody knows him.
No, I know him as Nicolas Cage.
Well, Nicholas, well, he says Nick Cage, Nicholas, yeah, but it's Nicholas Cage, but it's not. But you don't have to call him Nicholas Kim
You doesn't
Coppola.
have to call him Nick, and you doesn't have to call me.
And you can call me Ray J. I remember that one. No, but here also, why would you? Why? I mean, unless he's Chinese, why would you name him Kim? I mean, I don't understand. It's like a boy named Sue.
This is
You
a
know.
very big cultural difference. We have Shakita and so on and so forth, and you have Kim.
Kim.
Hey,
No,
listen,
I would
bro,
never name
the
one of my
most
boys Kim.
macho man in the world's name was Marion.
Oh yeah, I know. I've had that one. As you hear, it's like you hear, what's his name? Oh, it's J.M. Johnson. J.M. Okay, so J. Oh, it's J. John. Marion. Yeah, don't you dare call me Marion. Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, J.M. Okay, J.M. All right. Yeah, I remember customers telling me stuff like that. So I'd ask them like their legal names.
Marion became the Duke, and nobody would dare to question his manhood.
No,
not
not
in the slightest.
Yep. So so Nick Cage is now Nick Cage. And you know who really cares about that?
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. That's about it. So
I mean, if I'd had my druthers, hey, I'd rather have that Coppola name.
yeah, really. At least it shows for something. So would you ever consider changing your name?
I have.
Yeah, legally on a piece of paper?
Oh no.
No?
No paper trails, man.
No, it just happens. That's it. All right. So
Again, like I said, when people ask, hey, your parents must have been really cool to name you that. I said, well, they weren't really that cool, and I wasn't born until 1981.
Oh,
Most radio guys, I tell you though, especially in smaller markets, lower markets, most guys change their name because they're running from creditors.
Well, that's funny. You mentioned that, but a lot of general contractors will do that because I'm not kidding. So it's ABC Builders LLC. And then when they start running out of money, they've overstepped their boundaries. It's ABC Builder LLC. And then it's ABCD Builders. And then it's ABCD Builder. And then it's like you're hunting these people down. They don't exist anymore. They just close up shop. That's it. So
and that's funny because I thought if I really, if I just wanted to disappear, I could just go to New York City, disappear. But that's not true anymore. And it's all because a lot of this is that, I've talked about this before, and we've talked about it on the show, this facial recognition technology.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere. It's like Chicken Man. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
But here's the deal. All you need to do is put on a pair of Ray-Bans, and it cannot find you. I'm not kidding. That's all you need to do. Put on a pair of Ray-Bans.
Do you know that my prescription glasses are Ray-Bans?
I'm talking Stevie Wonder style. I'm talking Ray Charles style. I'm
mean the darkened one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely blacked out. Yeah, once they're blacked out, they can't see you anymore.
I mean, all I can see is you put on these Ray-Bans and become invisible.
That's right.
I take them off and there you are again.
Put them on. JD, where's JD? Hey, I see JD. I'm seeing where you gotta go. I see these hovering glasses, but I don't know where JD went. No. See, so the problem with the facial recognition uses the eyes as a starting point and then triangulates from there. That's how
the Bible says, don't you? If the right eye offends you, pluck it out.
I'd much rather go to the optometrist. Thank you very much.
Oh, my.
But no. So, and that's why it's really kind of annoying because I'll watch a movie, or my sister sent me a picture of this individual, and I was like, "Do you know who this is? The child actor?" And I went, "Oh crap, that's the kid from." Wait a minute, and it took me like a half hour to figure it out. And it was a kid from Witness. I don't know if you ever watched the movie. It's a white people movie. Anyway,
Yeah, I know that was the one about the Amish
the
people.
Amish people.
Right?
That's right. So the kid from Witness, but he was also the other kid who was the younger brother in the movie, the comedy Mars Attacks, and it was his eyes. It was his eyes. I could look at his eyes and go, wait a minute, he's got like a fold on his left eye, and his right eye isn't perfectly straight. It just juts off to the right a little bit. Now, mind you, I haven't seen either one of these movies in, decades. But as soon as I saw his face, I said, oh, I know this guy. So I have
started noticing, I have started looking a lot closer at celebrities when they go and they have these full facial da-da-da. And there are a lot of actors and actresses who are slightly cockeyed.
Yes. And I think that's what makes them unique and stands out. So,
I just thought that when I was younger, I had a couple of friends that were cockeyed. We just made fun of them. Of course, they're now in Hollywood on Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah, they got on the Walk of Fame there.
Hey, buddy.
What? What do you want?
I told you that it's like, again, I found out that it is my sworn duty to make sure that if any animal stories come across over the course of the week, it's my job to report on them.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I have because I have a couple of animal stories I will share with you after you're done with your animal stories. I hand the floor over to you, Mr. Slade.
Thank you. Call me Jim Hanna or John Hanna or whatever the guy's name is. Anyway,
call you JD.
You know what marsupials are?
Yeah, I do. They are mammalian in nature, and they have pouches where they keep their offspring.
Like I say,
and they got goofy looking eyes.
Possums are marsupials, and the biggest one, of course, is kangaroos. Tiny kangaroo down sport. Well, I got a couple of stories because kangaroos are going crazy here. Police in Waco, Texas, spent part of their day chasing down a loose kangaroo that escaped from a wildlife rescue facility. The hopping fugitive was eventually captured and returned to safety. Oddly enough, it's the third reported kangaroo escape in the United States this year.
Wow.
At this point, somebody needs to explain to the kangaroos that down under is a place, not a lifestyle choice.
Yeah. But what you got these things that could do like a Steve Austin jumping over a 20-foot fence. Well, I gotta keep them in there.
Here's the other thing. Well, dogs are the same way. I watched a video yesterday of these two dogs. They were two mischievous dogs, and they scaled like this 8-foot fence and over the fence, and then they went outside of the fence and just decided to play around.
Yeah, they make a jump for it, and then they scurry up the rest of the way.
Yeah. Okay, here's another marsupial escapee. Oh, you should be familiar with this one.
Okay.
Because it happened in your favorite place.
Hoboken, New Jersey?
Close, but it is in New Jersey.
Saskatchewan?
Listen, a wallaby named Cletus escaped from a zoo enclosure and led authorities on a search before being safely recovered. Zoo officials are still investigating how he got out. Now, again, Dan Mayson, he's a smart man. But you do not have to be brilliant to realize how a wallaby got out because, they're just meant to get out of things.
They have prehensile hands. They have thumbs. Yeah.
They have opposable thumbs. So they, again. All right. So let's see. This wallaby declined to comment, but sources say that he was looking for cheaper rent. Okay. Let us go on to the foul. California apartment complex had a problem.
Mhm.
See, a duck kept swimming in the community pool. Now, management solution: place inflatable crocodiles around the pool to scare it
Aw,
away.
not
Here
nice.
they say, the duck was completely unimpressed. I just kept swimming.
Quack, smells like plastic. Quack.
Okay, we talked about these animals, so we always have fun with these, but
Okay.
and it ties into one of our favorite places, Florida.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Now, Florida mother heard a loud crash outside of her home and feared that an intruder was breaking in.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, she discovered two large alligators fighting on her screened porch. Yeah. When I start seeing my shoes and suitcases start to battle each other, it's like it's all over.
That
The
is timely.
battle
Yeah.
damaged the enclosure before the reptiles moved on.
Yes. That is time to move to Saskatchewan, New Jersey. Yes.
It really is. I mean, and one last story about alligators.
Okay.
They're
delicious.
I love talking about belts and shoes and suitcases. Visitors to a South Carolina wetland got an unexpected front row seat to an alligator courtship ritual.
Okay.
We are an ill society.
You'll never
Man.
find
All right,
love
witnesses-
like mine. For so long. Hey, move your tail. I've been
Witnesses reported loud growling, splashing, and diplomatic displays as the reptiles performed a mating dance. And then, of course, they heard, "You'll never find bum, bum,
love
bum,
like mine.
And
So,
basically, The Bachelor, even if everyone involved had scales and anger management problems.
so on the same subject, Pornhub. Pornhub has hit the news. They are there to help those who are seeking that special something, just like those alligators. Apparently, they have come up with a new website, Pornhub Sophic. It is a site dedicated for female audiences, focuses on lesbian, non-binary creators. There are
In other words, it's going to be pretty boring.
yeah, there are no male enhancement drugs reported anywhere. So there you go. There you go. That's for you boys and girls there.
Here's
Now,
something that I am finding out, of course, in all my weird viewing, Dan. Did you realize that there is a, let's see, they're calling it a male loneliness epidemic.
not me.
Hey, I was wondering about this too, because here's what it's described as is that, men have just said, look, I like my peace. I'm just dropping out of the dating scene altogether. I'm not interested. And I can understand why, because number one, the world has changed so much. I mean, think about when we were 15 and 16. It's like you would try to sneak a feel, or you might get to second base. It's like because we were just so knowledgeable. But today we've advanced so far, and I do follow dating as you're older, finding that people just don't have the but again, and I thought, I was thinking to myself, have I really just sort of given up on the dating scene?
In other words, have you peaked?
I believe that I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it. It's like, it's just not, it's too much work.
But does that make you lonely?
No, because I love myself, man. It's
All right.
like,
So that's that's your point. But
people
some
go by
people,
my house. I told you, they come by my apartment. They hear me singing to myself. and
yeah, some
sometimes
people
they'll
are.
great conversations.
Some people just can't live with themselves. They're not happy, and that always goes back to happiness. It's like, are you always happy? Yeah, I'm a pretty generally happy person, as you know.
Yeah, I really am. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I look at life and realize that hey, life is life. So, just roll with it.
Yeah, but Mr. Spencer, he's decided he just doesn't want to wait. So what he did was an Edmonton man that's in Canada, by the way. He was sick and tired of not finding the perfect mate. So what he did was he set up a website. Can I say the website? Am I allowed to?
Yeah, go ahead, sure.
All right. It is Mary, as in I want to marry you. It is a maryspencer.ca. He also got a billboard up there. It says, please reach out to me. Like, he's basically giving up. He's like, I need to do something. So, and the picture they have of him, he's got this scowl on his face, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is someone I want to rear my kids. This is a great idea. Not so.
I don't know. It's like, you see, when I was younger, when I was a youth, yeah, it's like I was chasing skirt all the time, and then I did something really silly.
You got married.
Sucker. Which kind of ruined the fun of the skirt chasing thing.
Uh-huh.
And then once I got out of that, it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. It's like, I need to live by myself. And sure enough, within 2 months, there was another woman living in my house.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, this guy looks so fucking angry. Go take it. Go. Well, look at this guy. Fun facts.
Hold that thought, because I'm going to bring up angry in just a bit. But anyway, the thing of it is that this dating thing is just, it is entirely too much work. And, again, I don't really, how many times can I tell my life story? I don't want to keep doing that. What is your favorite color? Blase, blase, blase. What is your favorite food? No, again, just listen.
It's like watching a Paul McCartney interview. It's like, oh my God, please don't ask him that question. Don't ask him that question. What's your favorite Beatles song?
If it happens, we'll see. But it's like, I'll tell you what, if it doesn't, I'm not going to be too sad.
You know what I would.
All right, now,
wait. You know what I would ask Paul McCartney if I had him on an interview?
What?
So, what'd you have for lunch today? I mean, these are questions he does not get asked.
That's right. I saw Paul McCartney, of course, on the Colbert finale.
Yeah, and I'm like, it was the same damn questions.
Paul's looking kind of
white. He is. Yeah. He's lost all pigmentation.
Yeah, it's like, it's got no elasticity to his skin. Nope. Like, so and they're trying to make him look like he's got hair, but boy, they're working on it.
That is a great wig, man. That's a great wig. But Ringo, that's the real deal. That hair is his.
Ringo, see, I'm Ringo.
He's still 40 years old.
Nothing bothers me. Nothing gets under my skin. Nope. It's like, again, nope. I'm just going to sing my little happy ass songs and just keep getting
back off, Boogaloo. Is it back off, Boogaloo?
All I got is a photograph.
That's another George Harrison song he got for free. Dee, 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 dee. Hey, I forgot to do my 2 stories about animals. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Apparently there's a snake handler. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. What a jerk. The guy's a snake handler. What he does is he has people are just so damn stupid. No, yeah. Stupid white people jokes.
For 50 years we've been doing this. Like, we've been putting this out every week.
So what he has done is all right, do you know the most poisonous snake on the planet?
Is it the black mamba?
It is indeed. This gentleman is able to withstand repeated bites from the black mamba. Now, it doesn't make him immune. He just allows his body to tolerate the pain and the buildup of venom. And he's so proud of himself. He's like, I get bit by it. I can still talk. I'm still able to breathe. Hold on for just a second as I dial 911. And because then he has to be rushed off to the hospital because, yes, eventually his abdomen will stop working and he won't be able to breathe. But hey, at least, hey, woo woo. Also, apparently there was another quote unquote surprise encounter in Glacier National Park with a bear. It really should.
Yogi, Park Ranger Smith said we have to leave now.
Let's go rustle us up a picnic basket.
I don't think we're going to be able to. We're going to get in big trouble.
Oh, I am smarter than the average bear.
Yogi, come over here. You're not supposed to be on there. You have to go back into the cave.
Ranger Smith. You did that. You started.
You mentioned it. Anyway, so boys and girls, if you're in a park where there are grizzly bears,
teddy bears,
and black bears, and you don't want to be like the hiker from last May who went missing, and they just found his shoes. Okay.
They were probably made of alligator.
Yeah. and lots of bear droppings. Bring some bear spray with you. Make noise. Bring an umbrella to make yourself look bigger.
I got a better idea. Stay out of their environment.
Yeah, don't go in there. Yeah, it's like, I went to this gentleman's house. The man had AK-47s and Glocks, and he started shooting at me when I went to his house. I can't understand it. Why would he do such a thing? Oh my gosh. So
I told you, man, listen, I told you that's one of the reasons that I have never gone hunting because, like I say, at one time I was a huge brown person.
Yeah. Look at that there bear. He's moving up on two legs.
Too many enemies out there who find this is a great way to get rid of me and get away with it. Boom. I thought he was a bear. Okay. Last thing, because I'm afraid he's bitten, hit the button. All right. Listen, are you planning on?
No.
Okay, listen.
I got no plans.
I want you and I to do something.
Maybe.
I want us to acquire. You ready?
Uh-oh.
A picture of the angriest man in the world, and I want us to invest $250 for it.
I don't understand. Oh no!
You just hit him. He just
no, not gonna do it. No.
It's either that or you get a new passport because you're blessed with this angry picture.
No. But there's a gentleman by the name of John Franklin Kolb. That's not his real full name. Apparently, he pleaded guilty to a chase in 2025, where he's driving down the road and shooting behind him, bang, 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 shooting at police officers. He got 20 years in prison. Oh, by the way, his real full name is Looney John Franklin Kolb Tune. So Looney Tune. So
that's all, folks.
So he's gonna have a lot of fun in prison. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna find out about his Looney Tune.
Goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson.
Go, Pops. Shut up. What a maroon.
Today in history, May 31st, 1279 BC. Ramses II becomes pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Well, number one, of course, it's ancient Egypt. It's not now because it's 1279 BC. And secondarily, who wants all that sand? 1859. The clock tower at the Houses of Parliament, which houses Big Ben, starts keeping time. Well, actually, we've always been keeping time. I mean, it's not like time's a new thing or anything. It's just, Big Ben is new, and it's just now that it's now that Big Ben would, oh, never mind. 1911, the hull of the ocean liner RMS Titanic is launched. See, that's why it sank. You should have included all that other stuff up on top. 1962, the West Indies Federation dissolves. See, that's what happens when you pour a little water and salt on it. And finally, 1977, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System is opened. Built between 1974 and 1977, this in response to the 73 oil crisis. It's an 800-mile-long piping system, 48 inches in diameter, 11 pumping stations, and after its use, it's projected that Disney's going to take it over as the ride of the lifetime. I'm Dan Mason, and that's May 31st.
Don't waste your time going to Mackey's or Brimley's. You'll wind up having to go to the dunny for 20 minutes after eating. The meat can be a dead dodgy. Plus, you'll be risking needing to take a sickie. If you're looking to get your evening tea, you need to set your eyes on a Joey burger from Pouchies, fresh from the outback. Pouchies. We don't like to call them roadkill. We like to call it nature's reclamation. We have spotters all throughout Australia, spotting a downed boomer or flyer within moments of getting hit by a yuri. The roos are dropped into a giant-sized stubby holder packed with ice, and then aired to our facility for processing. The meat is lean, delicious, and really good for you. So if you're ready for the best tasting burger that'll have you returning to us faster than a twice-chucked boomerang, come on down to Pouchies for an amazing Joey burger. Fresh from the road? Come on down to Pouchies. You'll be glad you did.
Now I like to smoke my old corn pipe, but I've chewed tobacco nearly all my life. Ding dong, ding doing, chew tobacco right. Well, I even like to smoke cigarettes sometimes. When it comes to dipping, I'll draw the line. Ding dong, chew tobacco right. Now, if you're chewing tobacco, please don't spit on the floor. Expectorate in the cuspidor. Ding dong, chew tobacco right. If you never had a chew in your life before, why don't you try it? You will sure want more. Theme thong, chew tobacco right. Just get a big plug, bite off the end, let it run down and off of your chin. Theme thong, chew tobacco right. Now if you're chewing tobacco, please don't spit on the floor. Expectorate in the cuspidor. Ding dong, chew tobacco right.
To know that I had nothing to do with the selection.
Smoke your pipe, but I'll chew tobacco and spit all night. Ding dong, chew tobacco right. Smoke cigarettes while the sun goes round. I'll chew tobacco and spit on the ground. Ding dong, chew tobacco right. Now, if you're chewing tobacco, please don't spit on the floor. Expectorate in the cuspidor. Ding dong, chew tobacco right.
And now, for reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Well, now that I have
Hi, I'm
absolutely
J.D.
no
Slade.
appetite.
I'm Dan Mason, and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right.
That a disgusting song, Dan. It's like I got to call you on that one. I mean, I got to call you on that one, and I'll tell you why. Because unfortunately, in this day and age, that song was probably made in the 30s, 40s, maybe. Today, it's like if you walk outside in our little town here, I guarantee you that before you get 3 blocks, you're going to find at least 3 people who've got that big thing. Again, it's a gross habit, and I'm sorry that you played that.
That was Chew Tobacco Rag with Don Johnson and the Western Serenaders right on Slade Radio. You'll hear him playing such great songs like that anytime during the day. No, that was in commemoration of today, Tobacco Day. So if you got some tobacco, go ahead and chew that and let that dribble down your chin, which is just a great.
It is just the grossest.
It is
thing.
a disgusting, yes.
And you see, and they'll be talking to you, and you'll see the big bubble coming up the side of their mouth.
Or little bits of it are stuck to their tongue and lip. They got the little brown snarks on there. And like, just
get on to something that's really
disgusting.
good for you. It feels good in your mouth, like something from Icy Something Icy. Yeah, there it is.
Or double mint gum. No. double mint. Okay.
Segue, and then he just.
This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show, not the Sladio program, but the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats. And they are on the streets and they're ready for you. What is it all about?
Sheila's on the street? All right. Hey, Sheila.
Nah, not about that. Hey, they just celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary, so back off, buddy.
I mean, congratulations, Al.
All right. Now, what about Sheila?
I can't talk to Sheila because she's been married to this guy for like 25 years.
All right. Anyway, so
never changed your mind. Talk about the ice treat, please.
All right. So our sponsor, Icy Something Icy Treats, it's a food truck, but it's not that greasy food truck with onions and garlic and weird stuff going on. No. This is a nice big red truck with lots of different flavorings inside. And what it's all about is they have these 2 ice shredding machines. And they create this beautiful snowfall into your waiting goblet. And then they put the flavors on top. And then you grab a spoon or you use the straw spoon that they have. And you start eating it. And as soon as it hits your tongue, it just vaporizes. It's just this delicious flavor delivery system. It's a flavor delivery system is what it is, boys and girls. So if you got a birthday party, if there's like a fundraiser coming up, maybe you got a corporate event, like you're hiring 3,000 people after letting some people go, give them a call at 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827.
Probably won't be doing that joint.
Nope. They're also available at the interwebs at www.iceysommethin.
Leave off the G, for goodness sake.
ICEY.com, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you expect them to be. Again, give them a call, 804-617-8827, 804-617-8827. The number once again, 804-617-8827.
You'll be glad you did.
There you go. Double mint gum. Yeah.
I in my radio show, sometimes I would play some really weird things.
Do you want that song? Do you want me to send it over to you?
No, thank you.
Chew tobacco. So
that song. But anyway, so one time it's like I was sitting in the studio. It's like about, I don't know, it's about 6:15 in the morning, and all of a sudden I had this thing that came into my head. I was one of the first to watch Sesame Street when it first debuted.
Okay.
I think I might have been 13 or so. So it was, but there was one song that I could never get out of my head. And it was Ernie. And do you know what song it was?
Rubber Ducky.
Ducky, you're the one. You got time, lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, I'm all right.
You're my very best friend.
You. Well, that brings me to mind because the world's largest rubber duck is coming.
Oh, where?
Twin Cities Pride organizers announced the arrival of Mama Duck, a 61-foot tall inflatable rubber duck that's toured around the world and become a selfie magnet wherever it appears. I mean, yeah, a 61-foot duck. I would love to be right there.
What was that? Wait a minute. Now you remind me. Wait a minute. Warner Brothers.
Dun, 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 dun.
It was an interpretation of what is the comedian's name? Rochester. Say, well, on Thursday, say we have an opportunity. What's his name? What was his comedian?
Benny.
Jack Benny. Right. It was a Jack Benny as a caveman. You remember this one? And
Yes,
then it was, I guess it was, he was going to go after Daffy Duck, but he didn't have a Daffy Duck. He had a big duck, and he started blowing up. It was like Bugs Bunny blowing up the duck, the rubber duck. And he's, I'm gonna kill you now. Say, I got my knife. And he's getting bigger and bigger, and he blows. Anyway, you just drew that brain cells. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Now, again, I want to be standing right next to it with a needle in my hand.
Bam!
And just do a stretch and then just see what happens.
Yep. Hey,
Of course, a duck that big would probably blow people around. So,
hey, let me ask you a question.
yes, sir. You with the ball spot.
Yeah. Hey, watch it. So, would you ever get on a roller coaster again?
No, never.
Okay.
Nope. It's I don't. As a kid, I went on them a couple of times. I was never comfortable on them.
Yeah.
And then as I got old enough to watch television and watch doctors report, I always felt that I was going to go in that roller coaster, and it's like not on the chuck on the way up, but on the way down, had that massive heart attack.
Oh, no. Well, the 8 riders in Galveston, Texas will probably never get on another roller coaster for as long as they live. Apparently, they were going on the chug.
Whoops. It stopped chugging.
Sat there for hours waiting for security and people to come by with a crane, and they had to take the people out one by one. So, yeah, no. First off, anytime you get on a device that is being maintained by someone who is making minimum wage, who are not engineers by trade, hell no.
Okay, now in one of my prior lives, I worked at a little amusement park, okay? And we had a Ferris wheel, and again, every day you would go down into the pit because you'd find all kinds of money and jewelry where people would get upside down and stuff would fall out of their pockets. But there was also the ignoramus who decide, I'm sick. And you also got that down there. You got to fish through, but
that's not good.
no roller coasters. Man was not meant for that.
No.
I just don't see it.
I mean, I get the thrill when you're 18 years old and 16 years old or something like that, but yeah, no. No,
you know what? I have not been on a roller coaster. I think I was maybe 8 or 9.
Oh, no. I went on one, I guess it was about 32 at the time. It was the corkscrew down, I forget where it was. Oh my God!
All these new adaptations for roller coasters.
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. Hey, you went to college.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about your grades. Be honest.
Actually, I was on the dean's list my entire career.
Was everybody on the dean's list?
No.
Really?
No. I mean, you see, I told you, man.
Wait. Do you mean to tell me
smart? I am a very, very smart Negro.
Wait. Does that mean that there were some people in your class that got less than an A?
Oh yeah, there were many doctors who did not get straight A's. I didn't vote them either.
Spinal cord. I think I know where that is. That's the is that next to sciatica? So apparently, If you want to get an A, what you need to do is apply to Harvard. Everybody gets an A at Harvard. I mean, everybody. Everybody who hands in paperwork automatically gets an A. You get an A, and you get an A, and you get an A, and you get an A. And the reason, I'll explain it to you. It's very simple. Okay. Let's suppose you had a psychology course, and the instructor was very particular and wanted to make sure you fully understood the course. Okay? So he'd make it very difficult, or she would make it very difficult, to make it very to the point where you really had to pay attention in class. You really had to do the work to really earn the letter A. If you didn't, you got a B or a C, or let's have another conversation. Well, the problem with that is word gets around. Oh, don't go to Mr. Slade's class. Why? He gives out B's for work you spend 9 months on. Oh, God, I'm not going to waste my time on that course. So people are not wasting their time on that course, and Mr. Slade goes away, and now they have Mr. Mayson. Mr. Mayson goes, oh, hey, did you hand in your paperwork today? You get an A. Good for you. Good for you. Pat you on the head. Do you know what a spinal cord looks like?
No. Is it close to the sciatica?
You did good enough for an A. You get an A. Everybody gets an A. So everybody is on the dean's list. Everybody gets an A. Everybody at Harvard looks just perfect.
Brilliant.
So, yes. So they're having a problem in Harvard. They're trying to figure out how to address that. So, I have an idea.
Like I say, just make all those degrees non-valid. That would show them. But you mentioned that, and I think I might have told you. See, I went to a parochial high school.
Sorry,
that was run by Franciscan friars.
I'm surprised you still have knuckles left.
Walking around with the robes on and the big rosary beads around their waist. But anyway,
and the ruler. Don't forget the ruler.
And the ruler. Well, they had a lay teacher. He was my earth science teacher, and his name was Mr. O'Leary. Mr. O'Leary was partially deaf.
What?
He was partially deaf.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Boo. You're going to make me come out my mouth the wrong way here. You're going to make me J.D. Slated out here. I'll tell you about that in just a second.
Okay.
But Mr. O'Leary, he was partially deaf. And he used to talk like this.
Oh.
All you people, you got to give me your homework, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, but we all found out, because the lower grades all told, or the upper grades that all told us, it doesn't matter what you hand in. He's going to check it as your homework. He doesn't even look. He just checks it and sends it back. So, all right. So Mr. O'Leary, again, I told you there's a difference between the class clown and the class comedian.
Here it comes.
Class clown is the guy who does all the stupid stuff. It's the class comedian that gets him to do it.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing is I had Mr. O'Leary. He called for the homework, and I sent up Mr. Moakley's Spanish homework.
And
well, I signed somebody else's name on it. Well, don't you know, this is the one day that Mr. O'Leary is going to check the homework.
Uh-oh.
He saw that Spanish up there, man, and he went ballistic. And he called this guy's name out who was on the top of that page. This guy looked, what? I didn't do anything. And off to the principal's office he went.
And JD just said,
and one class clown, nothing. Oh, okay. So we were talking, again, we were talking earlier. And I asked you about whether we could, maybe we could try and find a way to save up $250.
No.
I didn't say why. And
No.
you didn't either.
No. Moving on.
Why can't we do it?
We're not doing politics. All right. Now.
No, it's not. We're not doing politics. We're doing the economy.
No,
man.
we're talking about hypotheticals. So anyway.
Hypothetical. This is actually going to be available.
Do you know what the rule is about retirement? The 4% rule. You know what that is?
Obviously not.
All right. So Bill Benjen Bill Benjamin, back in 1979, he was a financial advisor. He said, what you need to realize is whatever you have in savings, the most you want to take out each year is 4%. Anything more than that would diminish it. Anything less than that would be leaving money on the table. So it's the 4% rule. I'm surprised you haven't heard that before. But anyway, so people lived and died by the 4% rule since 1979. I guess maybe to become more, I don't know, relevant, he's changed it. He says the number is now 4.7. Yeah. So now he's got a new paper published. It's now 4.7. Yeah. So for those of you who are saving, you can now spend an extra $1.75. Go for it, baby. Have at it. Woohoo! And speaking of money, did you know the tomatoes, the humble tomato is up 40% this past year. Now, it didn't increase by size. It's just up 40% in cost. So, yeah, things like coffee, fresh and frozen fish.
Oh, man. You know, I tell you what, vegetables are going to be a bear this summer.
Yes, everything that's produce related. I went to the local grocery store. I could not find anywhere a pepper, a green pepper, a red pepper, an orange pepper, a yellow pepper, a blue pepper. Could not find any peppers. Zero. Zip.
Wow.
Zulu. Yabba dabba doo. No peppers left. So
okay, so it's like I'm watching, I'm watching the news, and it's like I'm watching the farmers sitting there talking about, man, it's like, we're having a hard time with it. It's like farmers are having a good time because number one, you can't sell that stuff because it's priced so high and the tariffs have got into it. So
where are you gonna get the nitrogen?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's that come from?
And well, I guess somebody's gonna have to eat a lot of beans.
Well, and see, that's another thing. We don't do it here in the United States, but a lot of people will use night soil in other countries to fertilize their crops.
What is night soil?
Night soil. It's an old term for, you have a bedpan. You urinate in the bedpan late at night, and you slide it back under the bed. If you have a need for more than urine, you would make a visit to the outhouse.
Okay. So this is poop that's been
yes, it's human poop, but
we don't have cows, so it's like we got to use human poop. Okay,
so it's very high in nitrogen, but it stinks to high heaven because of all the bacteria. So we won't use that. So we have to have it mechanically made. It's always made overseas, and then it has to go through the straits, which are closed. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you've heard the term screwed and tattooed.
Yeah. Well, that's where we're at right now. So, good news. Neurovirus is spreading across the U.S., better known as the vomiting virus. Apparently, hikers in the Pacific Crest Trail in Southern California have been affected. Wastewater data shows high levels in some states. So wash your hands, wash your.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Also, side story. You know when you go to a restroom and you wash your hands?
Yeah.
And you have a choice. You can grab those towels over there.
Or put your hand under the blow dryer.
Or put your hand under the blow dryer and kind of like you don't touch anything. Don't use the blow dryer. Ever. With a capital E.
Okay, now explain why.
Okay.
Why are you telling me this?
You wash your hands with soap and water. You've gotten all of the little nasties off your hand. It would be better for you to reach over and grab the handle with your wet, slimy hand than it would be for you to press the button and have that air blow microbes that have been living inside the unit that are now blowing onto your hands and now putting bacteria onto your hands. Holy moly. Yeah. So
can't do nothing nowadays.
yeah. So it is better. Use a towel, wipe it on your shirt, anything other than the air blower. Because and now it's aspirating that stuff into the air, and you walk out and you go, now I get now you get the vomiting virus. So yeah, don't.
You are so full of such good news,
Oh
Dano.
yeah, I just thought I'd share the happiness there.
Let's see. Is there any other destructive things that we need? Oh, okay.
Shall I tell you about what? No, go ahead.
No, I got one. You're gonna make Freddie hit the button after this one. I can tell you.
I don't know. We got four minutes.
You've seen these women
No, I haven't seen any
who
women.
have these ridiculously long nails.
Yes.
Okay, now first off, what can they do with the hands with those long nails?
Well, you can snort coke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a great spoon there.
Yeah.
You can't type anything. You can't.
Yes, you can type.
Well,
It's
boy, you have
interesting
a
to watch.
hard time. You've got a hard time with all them big nails there. But you know what? There's something else, and this is an honest fact. In some parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
who are having these super long nails are forgetting one thing:
Mm-hmm.
personal hygiene.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So you have these ridiculously long nails.
Yeah.
And what's happening is that certain bacteria are being long because it gets under the real fingernails. And so when they remove these nails, it's like there's like little mini forest growing under there, all kinds of bacterial specimens. So, keep your nails at a length that's, I mean,
Copacetic.
You're a human being.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Now,
gosh.
don't you feel enlightened having heard that?
No. I feel sickened to think about that. How they're doing that. I don't want to know.
That's in return for your spit and chew thing.
I thought that was a fun song. Chew tobacco rock for today, tobacco day. Taste tobacco day. So if you're a smoker, have some tobacco. Smoke a cigarette or if you want. Unless you're 18 years old, in which case, please don't smoke. As a matter of fact, just don't smoke. Now, last story.
You promise?
No. Do you remember it was a year and a half, 2 years ago in Laos, there were these soccer kids and they were on their bikes and they were like, oh, check this out. There's a cave. And all the soccer kids went into the caves. Remember this?
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah.
And then a flash flood came through because it's Laos. So they have all these tropical storms like every day. And of course, the cave filled up with water and they couldn't make their way back. So they were stuck in this little back caved area for like 2 weeks with no food, no water, no sanitation, nothing, just meditation. For 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And when they finally got onto the other side, they're like, hey, how's it going? You guys okay? Yeah, we're fine. Can we go? Yeah, we're busy pumping the water out. We'll get you out in a little bit. So they did. They took them out one by one by one by one. They did. Unfortunately, one of the rescuers did die in that maneuver. So word of caution, don't go into the cave. Oh, this just in from Laos. A group went into a cave during monsoon season again. And they were looking for gold. They weren't just exploring. They were looking for gold. It was an old gold cave. So apparently like a dozen of these people went in, and sure enough, there was a flash flood and it filled up the front end of the lake, the cave. And again, rescuers had to come on board and they're busy pumping the water. Now this was worse because again, as you know, with when you go for gold, you need to flush like lots of water to get all the minerals to drop.
Dirt and stuff off.
So these guys, you can't see what's going on. They're going through basically chocolate milk. getting through all this junk. And finally made it over to the one side. They found one of the guys. He was in a pocket. They're pumping all this stuff out. They're ready to get their outfits on. And like all these guys came out and, hey, what's going on? Yeah, we're out of here. So word of caution. Look, I'm glad they got out. But if you're in Laos, what is it with Laos? And you come across a cave and it's the rainy season, stay the F out, please.
Nope. We gotta go in that cave there.
Yo, cloudy. Looks pretty darn cloudy right now, but that cave looks very exciting. Hey, Tony, come on over with me. Let's go for a quick walk. Won't be just a second. Was that a raindrop I felt?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of another very weird weekly show.
I had no idea what we talked about. Oh, we didn't talk about that either.
Your day involved fewer than escaped kangaroos, fighting alligators,
Didn't talk about that.
And AI ex-girlfriends.
Didn't talk about her.
Blessed.
Didn't talk about that. Oh, well.
Yeah, the things we did talk about, you still got to make notes on those.
Oh, I got it.
By the way, look for the program somewhere. He's going to drop it somewhere in Central Virginia.
Oh, yeah. It'll be on a CD-ROM. Yeah, baby. But it'll have a QR code on, so you can hit the QR code and get straight to the Slade and Mayson Show. The Slade and Mayson. Slade. Oh, I forgot to hit this button. Hold on.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade. I'm Dan Mason, and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
That was very quiet. Let's try that louder. Hold on.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade. I'm Dan Mason, and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
There we go. All right. That's it. We're all done. So say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
That's the one I've been waiting for. Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Mason. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. There's no need to fear. Polypurebred. I'm in bar senator.
Okay, boss.
Hey, what was the frog that the dog's name is assistant?
Can't hear you. What? Hold on.
What was the assistant's name? The big bulldog. The professor's assistant.
Poindexter?
No.